So a question that I have gotten is, why do I still study Korean? I obviously don't live in Korea anymore. My job doesn't involve me speaking Korean, and my major doesn't really involve it either. So why do I keep doing it? There's a couple of reasons. I mean, for one, I spent so much time there. I was there for 3 years. And granted, I didn't spend every waking moment studying Korean, and there were, months at a time where I would just not study because I just needed a break because I would do it for long periods of time. But why spend all that time cultivating a skill and then just give it up because I don't use it every day? It's good to know another language. It's good for your brain to know another language. And just because I'm not using it now doesn't mean I won't use it again. I would love to live in Korea again. It might happen once I get my master's degree. Who knows? But either way, it's a good idea to build skills like this. And another thing is that it's comforting. I get reverse homesickness. Like, I miss Korean, I miss my friends. And so I listen to the Talk to Me in Korean podcasts, and I can hear Hyunwoo and Kyungin, and we were friends and stuff, and just hearing them is very comforting. So speaking of Talk to Me in Korean, they are sort of the main site I use for when I study Korean, and I use a mix of their actual books and their ebooks. So I've got, like, for instance, the My Weekly Vocabulary book, and I've got a few ebooks like the levels books, the slang book, the verb book. But yeah, I just use this on my iPad, and you can use the free app too, which you can just get on your phone if you don't have something like this. But I mean, the way I usually do it is I listen to the podcasts and look at the PDFs simultaneously. And I also take notes while listening to it, which is good because you are more likely to remember something if you write it down, whereas if you were just listening to it. And that doesn't mean you can't just listen to it. You can listen to that sort of thing in your car when you're on your way to work or school, and that's good too. But, if you take notes, if you do flashcards, or if you do a word journal or a word log, you're more likely to remember that vocabulary. And if you get a little tired of doing books all the time, I'm sure all of you do other things anyway, like listening to Korean music or watching dramas or watching variety shows, which is really good. And then you can bump up your level by turning off the subtitles when you watch a drama. And yeah, you're not going to get everything right away. And yeah, maybe you won't get 100% of the dialogue, but if you go back and watch and rewatch a scene and start looking for keywords and write down words you don't understand, like, you can study doing something that you think is fun anyway. And another good thing you can do is actually look for some resources that Koreans use. Like, for instance, Hyunwoo from Talk to Me in Korean and Megan from Chono Miguk Saram do a show on a Korean broadcasting station, EBS, which teaches, different things, and they teach English. And I help out by giving them some videos of a native speaker to use. But what is nice about it is it actually has, like, a fairly decent ratio of them speaking Korean and speaking English. So if you are an English speaker learning Korean, you can also use those videos. And EBS has them up on their YouTube page, which I will link most likely down below, or maybe somewhere over here. And you guys can check that out. So while I'm not very consistent about my studying, and I should probably work on that, it's beneficial overall for me to learn it. I think it's fun. It's good for me. It helps me keep up on it in case I do go back, and I just enjoy it a lot. Thanks for watching, guys.